Hey there, hi there, oh there. Today, we are restringing a Gibson Firebird, because it's kind of weird. So the only difficult thing you could call it about restringing a Gibson Firebird, or at least this one, is the banjo-style tuners. They're not difficult by any means, it's just a little confusing for the first timer, so let's get into it. Hey kitty. First things first, like any guitar, you just get snippy-snappy. Now, I've heard all kinds of people say, you gotta loosen the strings, you gotta do them one at a time, you gotta, Oh my god, nothing happened. We're fine. So the deal with these Steinberger banjo locking tuners is they have a knob on the back of them that adjusts the tuning, and we back that off all the way. It will expose, you can see it get higher and higher here. Once it's at the top, you crank the top peg to the left here, and that'll release the locker there. So, lefty-loosey to raise all of the banjo tuners. You can even just do it in one big sweep if you want. They'll hit a stop once they're at the top too, so it's actually a really convenient design when you think about it. Bam, all 6 strings out, record time. Now, you have to wrap them up super quick. This is really important. If you don't wrap up your strings really, really fast, your kitten will jump on you, and it's really cute, but it's real aggressive. So we're gonna hide these over here and hope that the kitten doesn't discover them. But she's been around long enough to know that there's something to be had right now. I'm gonna go, see? So for the fretboard, I always just use some of the Dunlop #1 cleaner. Spray it on the old cloth. Go from there. Now, let's oil her up. We'll let that soak for a minute or two. And once all that lemon oil's had a chance to really soak in, I do this a little differently as well. So much how I take all the strings off at one time, I usually just put them all on at the same time too. So I pull off the tail piece in my hand here, grab all 6 strings, try to keep them away from that kitty cat. And now with the tail piece off the guitar, you just keep track of which direction it's gonna go. And I load the tailpiece first, so I put all 6 strings through. Bam! Now that you've got that all loaded up, all 6 strings in it, I just slot it right back in where it was. So we'll pull all of them through the stock here. Here, bring the guitar over here maybe. So I usually pull taut, and then crank down the lock. Onto the G string. Awesome. So once you've got all 6 of them like that, you got this Medusa looking thing up at the top. Let's get the snip snaps, cut that off. Another nice thing about lockers, and these ones too, is there's no wind. There's no friction, there's no nothing. The string pull is also directly straight. There's nothing that ever turns. It really, I couldn't think of a reason these aren't a more common tuner design too. Aside from maybe cost and whatnot. The actual usability of these things is just fantastic. Oh, hello again. I gotta go put them in the garbage now before she attacks them. Let's get these strings stranging. Now, the only downside I have noticed with these tuners is just something to be cautious of, and that's if you hang your guitars like me, the low or high E tuner can make contact with the hanger, and then you're putting pressure on it. If you're careful and kind of put it to the front of the hook, that doesn't seem to be the case. But it's just something I keep in mind when I hang this guitar up, because I'd hate to bend that tuner or have to replace one of these things ever. We got a guitar. So thanks for sticking around till the end. We got this thing all strung up. Hopefully if you followed along with your Firebird, you got it strung up now too. And I may as well tell you what gig it is with this thing. For me, Firebirds are like Johnny Winter. I kind of associate them with like Skinner maybe a little bit, but I view this guy every time. Steve goddamn Clark. As always, I've been Rick, you've been an audience. Like, subscribe, I'm not going to give away anything, and if you want to know any more gear questions, how-tos, lessons, guitar stories, podcasts, you name it, cover songs, I do it all here on YouTube. So, I'll see you guys next time.